J Mac from Syracuse, New York, man. Came all the way out to see my Colorado Buffs.
What channel do you watch? They brought you out here.
The pregame show.
Never watched the college game till last season when Coach Prime came to Colorado. And I am in Colorado at Folsom Field. I am the Colorado Buffaloes auntie from Texas. Sweet treat.
Hey, I've been following the pregame show. It's all about let's go Buffs.
Away from Texas, yes sir. Watch you every single day. Nobody lays it down like Uncle Neely and the pregame show.
Neely, pregame show behind the scenes of everything. And why does he get that kind of access? Why does he get that kind of access? Because trust is involved. You would never get the kind of access you desire unless there's trust and relationship. You're trying to put you up on game.
But man, we got to talk about Kanye. I just want to know, chat, y'all let me know, is Kanye really crazy or is he just play crazy? Let me know the difference. Is Kanye really crazy or is he just play crazy? Uh-oh. Whoa now.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, my dog.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. We got a super in here. Been following you on from day one. Keep up the good work. Appreciate it, Vince. All right, so look, we in here. Hey, the fam, we finally got Uncle Neely in. So when we come on this side, we call it the fam. Everybody in the chat, it's the fam, and we doing our fam poll. The first one is, the question was, is Kanye really crazy or is he just play crazy? What you think, Unc?
Play crazy.
Play crazy, right?
Yeah, let me say this now. I do think there were some real and ongoing mental health challenges related to the grieving of losing his mother.
Mm-hmm.
And that kind of thing has to be channeled. You need certain support systems. You know, I lost my father when I was 20, so I get it.
Mm-hmm.
I think above and beyond that, though, there's an in his creativity and geniusness, there is a attention-seeking gene that he has to feed. And the more he realizes something pushes people buttons, the more he double down and does it. But when he get home at night, he laughing at the people responding to it more than he is sad over people responding because he ain't crazy.
He ain't. Boom. All right, so this I kind of think about it like, you know how what's my man? Not my man, but what's the dude? Whitlock. You know how Whitlock say certain stuff?
Yeah.
And he says it and it sounds so crazy, you be like, bro, he can't really believe that. And he contradicts himself, but he says it anyway. Because you know what? People are damn near gonna hate watch it. Like, I'm like trying to what is he saying crazy today? Well,
Great
Kanye,
point.
I'm like, Kanye about crazy like a fox, man. Like, I don't think he's really loony. Now, I think there's some lunacy there. Like that elevator might go to 12, but it ain't going to 25. But the elevator goes up.
Yeah, absolutely. I think he, like I said, I think he has some crazy that's relative to him being a genius before his mom passed, right?
Right.
And I think with his mom passing, there's certain guardrails in his life that he was now missing and nobody has been able to replace, whether it's because he's fought people replacing them or people ain't been trying, whatever case it is. And I think he uses that, he parlays that into, oh man, he done really done this and really fell off. He know exactly what the hell he doing, man.
Yeah. So I want to, now this is something I was gonna say. Now you remember old Gucci Man, Big Gucci.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
like Gucci with the belly. Yeah. You remember when he went off on Twitter that time and he just goes crazy. Nicki Minaj this, and he talking about like, you know, him and Rocco was click tight. And he told Rocco, and you know, Rocco, screw you, I'm gonna fight you, and woo, woo. And then Rocco really pulls up on him. And they still ain't cool. Like, he really crashed out on the internet that day. Mm-hmm. Do you think that's more like Gucci? What Kanye doing right now? Is that more of Gucci crashing out? Or is he just really just looking for attention right now?
It's probably a little both, but I still think that looking for attention is more.
Yeah.
I think that's the biggest part. I'll tell you what's crazy to me though.
Okay.
Ha crazy. Because this is life in America. If Kanye was white and told a white lady to drop her coat, would nobody say a word? But when a black man got a white woman to drop her coat and stand naked in public, oh, she must be under duress. She's threatened. That she needs help. The girl don't need no help. That's exactly what it is she wanted to do.
Yeah.
Not just thinking it's forced because Kanye black.
Hey man,
take her coat off.
So sometimes I be thinking, I'm like, is Kanye on some type of deeper level symbolism that he's trying to do right now? Like, what is he saying? Like, is this like reparations in his mind? Because then he goes out and says like, okay, cool. People are talking about it, but then he's got the platform, people watching him. And now he's just saying whatever. And some of it looks so crazy where it's like, oh, the white man is like the most, he's saying free Diddy, right? Now remember, last year, 2 years ago, it was Diddy is the feds. Don't mess with Diddy. Y'all Diddy trying to kill me, all of this stuff, and now it's free Diddy. The man posted a t-shirt with a swastika on it said, I would never sell this. Like it's already on his website. Like, bro, like I got no idea. But you know what? He did his job because we talking about him.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Like that. That's the genius of it. Me and you had a conversation the other day about whether Cam Newton sincerely believes some of the things he says, or does he say the things as if he believes them to feed the monster of Cam Newton that he's created.
Yeah.
And I think there's a lot of times on Cam's podcast or when Cam is on First Take or when Cam is at a game on the sideline that he has to say what people expect Cam to say, which ain't necessarily what Cam believes.
Right.
But because he's created this brand of being counter this brand of I'll say anything, this brand of wait a minute, y'all like looking at it the right way, that his mind just clicks toward, now what's counterculture? What could I say in response to really get them going, even if it's not what I feel? So when somebody says, hey, Cam, would you give up one of your MVPs, an individual award for a Super Bowl or team award? He's like, oh, no, I wouldn't. He don't believe that. That's just what he got to say because that's what he has created. And a lot of the stuff Kanye's doing is of his own creation. Like he got to feed that monster now. So he got to walk down the street dressed like a damn Lego or something. Like it's you, but you got your face covered, Yeah. That's what he's created.
Okay, Edgar, you got a good one right here. I got a segue to this. Y'all remember the beef he had with 50 Cent to sell that bad album? It's just smart at marketing. You right. Okay, so that's a good segue. 50 Cent done really opened up the whole clip. He done emptied the clip on Meech.
Yeah.
All right, so the whole thing is 50 sees the picture with Ross and Meech. Ross and Meech. And now he a rat. He got all this information on him. Was he not a rat before the picture? in 50 hours, I don't know. I'm a civilian. I like the sidewalk. They make sidewalks for a reason.
Yeah.
I stay on. I am not in the street. I'm on the sidewalk.
No, I don't walk in the street either.
But I can see everything that goes on in the street from the sidewalk.
Yeah. Right? Yeah. And I know how to navigate it if I have to step out there, but I'm choosing to walk on the sidewalk.
1000%. All that being said, 50 had to know everything he knew. Do you think 50 already may have had a problem with Meech and he was just waiting on the time to expose him? Or do you think he was that he was really that hurt? But did he really feel that betrayed by Meech for taking a picture with Ross?
No, he doesn't feel betrayed, but he knows acting this way is going to drive up attention and sales or whatever the next gimmick is. So it's like that part of 50, even if I don't vibe with or rock with it, I understand it. But there's another part of 50 that I think goes too far. And again, in feeding this brand that he's created, like for instance, when Irv Gotti passed, rest in peace, 50's condolences statement was like, oh man, I wanted him to see my next movie. Like, come on, dog.
Yeah, that was damn near sadistic, right?
Yeah. It's like, come on, dog. Like, the man like passed away in real life. Like, stop playing. Like everything can't be a jab or a diss, but because this is this new 50 post rap career, he's learned how to turn everything into that and to get attention. Because one thing he had to know, one, as we all knew, Big Meech is getting out, right? That's gonna happen. And at some point, because of Big Meech's iconic status in hip hop or even subculture hip hop, he's going to eventually be around somebody I don't rock with.
Right.
You know, just like when he's around me, there's people that don't rock with me. Like, he knew this was going to happen. And I think he used it as an alternative means of like, okay, finally got a picture of him and Ross. Let me run up the diss numbers. Let me run up the attention and the likes and the shares and the algorithm and the engagement by saying this, even if I don't really believe it.
Right. Do you think this? So this is what I was thinking. I was like, he probably needed a way to segue out of BMF. Now, this is just purely speculation. He probably needed a way to segue out of BMF because he may feel like this new story that this lady, was LaToya Cowens or whatever the lady name is, who owns the rights to BMF, he basically is like, oh, well, I'm going to shoot this movie and this going to be the real one. So now he has reason to put this out. So me thinking, I'm saying maybe this is 50 Cent, the chess player playing a long game, waiting for an opportunity to say, you know what, BMF was cool, but I could show BMF, and now I'm going to show you BMF, the downfall, or BMF, the rat, or the snitch, or whatever. Because at the end of the day, the lady is an informant, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh yeah, I mean the way all this ended because of information and corroboration of stuff that they didn't have 100% of. Like, that's how the story ends. And but what you're saying is spot on, dudes, because now the setup move is one or two things. This has created my exit, you know, to tell this story, or my exit to just end the series, or my exit to get more out of these people as in paying them less. Because now, if they want to continue it, like how he reposted and said next season, like, so now if Lil want to do it next season, all the leverage is on 50 to say like, okay, well, if I was paying you $20,000 episode last year, I'm making that up. Now I'm going to pay you $8. Let's see how bad you want to do it, because I ain't gonna do it at all if y'all gonna hang with Rick Ross. And so now he put himself in a situation where all three of those forks in the road, if you will, benefit him.
Yeah, he ran it up on his own.
Yeah. So I think he saw this coming, knew or could assume it was going to happen, and then strategized the way, okay, how do I make this happen for me? Because I'm not going to sit here and feed somebody that's hanging with my foes, but I can use it to my advantage. But he ain't hurt and like no thug tears hurt. Like, damn, I can't do like that. He like, nah, man, the business savvy done kick in. He's just gonna run the costs up. He's gonna run everything back in his favor.
Nah, you're right. Man, so how about this? Check this out. Snoop Dogg pretty much kind of slaps a lot of the culture in the face in a lot of people's opinions by going to perform at the crypto thing that was associated with MAGA, right?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Coach Prime goes to pull up on him because that's his partner. Coach Prime ain't into politics.
No, at all.
So this is the deal, and I saw some people commenting. What do you think? So for the people that love Snoop already have relationships with him, like a Coach Prime, like other people that I've seen kind of be like, man, that's just Snoop, right? That understand that it's more of a check than anything, right?
Mm-hmm.
What does Snoop Dogg, if anything, have to do to get back in the good graces, quote unquote, of the culture?
Nothing. And let me explain the math of it.
Okay.
You can start off a business. I don't care if you're selling hamburgers. I'm drinking a slushy now, but better believe it got a little more than slushy in it. I don't care what you're selling. Your product can get big enough where your initial market is no longer the driver in what you sell. So here's people who I've seen do this. The Rock is bigger than wrestling now. Yeah. Snoop is bigger than rap. Coach Prime is bigger than playing football. Barack Obama and Michelle are bigger than the White House. It's like, so you had certain things that catapulted you to success, but then when new markets are harnessed, your original market actually becomes the minority of what you do. And so let's say you do something messed up, right? And you lose that. Well, you've picked up literally the rest of the world now. So imagine a situation where Long Beach and Compton no longer fuck with you.
Right.
It's more people in France. When the LBC in Compton was rocking with you, Paris wasn't. And it's 20 million people in Paris. There's 200,000 in Compton. So, like, what did you lose?
Right.
And so it's not that people have grown to where they can't be counseled. You can lose a segment, of what you have and be counseled by them. But your growth in the other markets is so substantial that you don't see it or feel it. Like once Snoop got to where he's co-hosting the Olympics, that's a world event. That's not an American event. That's not a state event. That's not a hip hop genre event. That's literally a world stage.
Right.
I ain't saying he ain't feeling it. I ain't saying he ain't sensitive to it. I ain't saying he don't care. I'm saying it doesn't upset the number. Like when you look at the metrics and the next advertiser calls up or the next tour or the next halftime show at the Super Bowl, he gonna still get views. It just may not be the views from his base started, but it's now views from a bigger base. So the number still grew.
Man, you brought up a really, really good point, right? And I'm thinking to myself, hey, hold on, I gotta answer this. Man, hey, look, I'm gonna put you on one. You probably what's good with Henny besides Coke? Man, apple juice. Just try it. Trust me.
I've heard that. Never tried, but I've heard that.
Yep. So, all right. So I got
a homegirl that does Crown and cranberry. And she swear by it. She swear by it. Like when she order, everybody else get Crown and Coke, she order Crown and cranberry.
Right. Yeah. And it go crazy. Like now we drink Crown with everything. Like even the liquor with Crown got different flavors. Crown and apple. Matter of fact, Crown apple is same thing.
Oh no, I just noticed I've got on my Ali shirt and my Ali picture behind me. It's the same picture.
Hey, look, somebody said every time you move, it look like Ali floating like a butterfly. Yeah. You hear me? Man, look, so we got real talk, man. We got my big dog, Uncle Neely, in here with the fam tonight. Shout out to the fam. Everybody drop the fam for Uncle Neely. Drop the fam, #, the fam. We got #, the fam. Drop it because Uncle Neely in the building, for sure.
Let me tell you this, Dukes, before I hop off out of here, man.
Right.
Why it's important that folks like subscribe to these different channels and platforms. And just as important, if not maybe even more important than subscribing, is hitting that little notification bell so you get notified when something is going live. I just got back from hanging out with some of my partners at the bar. I came home, sitting on the couch chilling. Don't know if I'm finna call my son up to whoop him in some college football or just call it a night. And what happened? Little notification go off. The Deuce is Scoopy Live.
Yeah.
Said, let me check my man out. Made a comment. You send me a link. If I wasn't subscribing or had the notification bell on your channel, I don't even know you're going live.
Right, for sure.
And this stuff, man, can be so sporadic as breaking news happens or as things just want to be discussed in a timely manner. I encourage everybody. If you're in this chat right now and you haven't subscribed, subscribe. If you're in the chat right now and you haven't hit the thumbs up button for a like, hit the thumbs up button for a like. All of that stuff feeds the algorithm and it makes YouTube promote Duke to more people that haven't seen it yet. So the more people that are commenting that are engaged, the more people to give a thumbs up while you're watching, the more people turn on notification bells, especially people who actually share it or send it to somebody. If you really F with Dukes, that's the best way to F with him and help him grow is like it, share it, comment, turn that notification bell on. It's really that simple.
Man, boy, hey, you ain't passed the plate around for me, did you? Huh?
Hey man, look, let me tell you, like when you and I first teamed up, dog, like I've been down some of these roads you're about to travel, and who would I be to not tell you where the potholes are? Like, man, why would I let you hit a hole out here and tear your car when I can tell you to go around that spot?
Come on with it. Man. That's why we call it the fam, man, because at the end of the day, when you told me this was gonna happen. You told me. You said we sat in there after we got off live one day. You said, Dukes, you need to go get your own channel. I'm talking about stuff I had going. He said, before you do anything, you need to go get your own channel. And when I tell you that it turned out bigger than anything I could have imagined in a short period of time, and man, I'm 1000% grateful, man, because you didn't have to do it.
I appreciate that, man, those flowers, but right back at you, because the scenario or specific circumstances you were going through was because somebody was trying to control what you say or don't say, or who you hang with or don't hang with. And the only way you can truly get around it in life, you got to have something that's just yours. You can't. Everybody watching, me, you included, we all have a job or had jobs, are gonna get a job. But the reality is, you can't give your job to your son. It's not transferable. Where you work is not transferable unless you own it. Like if you own a car, that's something you can give somebody. You own some land, you can pass that down to somebody. You own even a platform, a clothing company like Goonsville, that's something you can give to somebody. And so you always got to try to find something, okay, that this is mine. I got this. Because it puts you in a position that when somebody really force your back against the wall, like them people try to do, you can say F you and walk off. You ain't in no position you got to put up with it. Well, let me put up with it for one more payday. Let me put up with it for 2 more weeks. So let me do this. And that's why I be telling folks in the chat or people that want to love and support it, man, if you really rock with Duke, like you really want to see this thing grow, you got to subscribe. You got to like it. You got to make comments. You got to turn that notification bell. He sells some hats, but I promise you, I don't give a damn if you ever buy a hat. Hitting that like button is more important than buying a hat. And it's free. Making a comment, turn that notification bell on, that's what's going to get him from 8,000 to 16,000 to 116,000. It's just that simple.
Man, first of all, I want to say thank you for coming through tonight. Man, you ain't have to, but you did. Hey, you talk to Chico. How's his shoulder before we go? Somebody in the chat said it. I ain't even being funny. Oh, I know these. Oh, my God.
Yeah. He talking about the nuts on his shoulder. Yeah.
No, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Somebody hit me in the chat and said, ask Chico, how's his shoulder? I'm asking you because I'm thinking something might have happened.
No, something did happen. Yeah. By his own testimony.
No. I'm not doing that to my partner too.
I will, as I sign off, I leave it with this. Oh, now.
Man, bye, man. I'll see you tomorrow, man.
Much love, bro. Oh, yeah. Sure, I'll rock with you tomorrow.
Much love. All right, bet. Uncle Neely's so funny, dog. Golly. Man, people be like, it's funny because they people don't realize I really just met these dudes probably a few months ago. Like, I met Chico first. I met Chico while I was at On 3 like last July. When I first did the first interview with Coach Prime, I met Chico there. Chico had me on the show. And then we knew a lot of the same people, Chico from Alabama, so we hit it off instantly. And then Coach Prime, when he told me to come out to Colorado, he said, look, everything go through Neely. And he said, first and foremost, dudes, you need to understand something. Everything go through Neely. So I hit Uncle Neely, and he was like, come on. And then as soon as I got out there, first thing he did, put the camera in my face. He was like, say something. I'm watching him interview Goldberg and the rappers on the sideline and the famous people. He was like, well, you get on here too. And from that point on, he was just like, dude, he was like, man, you ain't. He literally told me, it's funny because Uncle Neely, I guess he can kind of see it coming. But he was like, dude, you have your own. Like, this was back then. And I ain't listen. And I kept on going. And I'd be damn, by the time I made it back, I needed something. Time I made it back, but On 3 was like, hey, dudes, nice work this weekend. Yeah, that was your highest grossing show, but not sure if you're going to fit our plans in 2025. I'm like, bro, what? I just had my biggest show ever. Mind you, the only person in the country to interview Coach Prime and Kirby Smart back-to-back weeks in July, hit every KPI. I mean, I was pile driving it. They were just like, oh, yeah. So I was shocked, man. And Coach Prime called right in. It was so crazy. Coach Prime was like, before you do anything, you work with Neely and you work with my son. He said, I'm going to have Bucky get with you. And Bucky called me, dog. He was like, look, everything you do on my channel, we're going to show you the way. And they gave me man, they ain't just give me fish. And I'm gonna tell the story because every time I tell the story, I get powered up a little bit. So I'm gonna continue to tell the story. But every time they didn't like that whole family out there in Colorado didn't give me fish. They gave me a fishing rod. They showed me what to do, how to go do it. Then in my month one, I'm like, man, how am I ever gonna do this? Man, please. Let me tell you, Colorado came, man, showed up and showed out. Lil' mama said, Dukes, yeah, he did me the same way. He did caught me off guard to turn the camera on me when I'm telling you, Uncle Neely for real. But that exposure, you never know.
So where y'all from?
We up from Miami, Florida.
All the way from Miami.
All the way from Miami.
Appreciate y'all coming, man.
Hey, man, we love what you guys are doing, man. We want to support you in every way.
Appreciate your family.
And we're recruiting at home. Everything we see at home, we bring it this way.
My man.
You gotta believe. Dude, we've been believing since day one,
That's
dog.
why I gave them to
Remember
you.
back in Jackson State? We've been believing with you in the pregame show.